If you've been waiting for your channel to be like this, oh, hey, I just gained 1 million subscribers, but it feels more like this. I gained a subscriber. I gained a subscriber. Then before you do anything else, we need to figure out what is not working on your channel right now. And I'm gonna show you 5 ways to do exactly that. Hello creators, my name is Delana, and I'm gonna make a bet that you have not yet seen me in a video here on this channel without Tim. Well, here I am, and I would like to personally welcome you to the Video Creators channel, where we help you with next level strategies and tactics to grow your YouTube channel so that you can reach more people and change their lives. Whenever I start working with a creator, there are usually 5 main things that I look into to tell me the health of the channel. What is this creator doing that's not getting them the results that they want? Whether they want their first 1,000 subscribers, they want more leads, whether they are at several 100,000 and they want to make it to 1 million. And the first thing that we need to find out is it a YouTube problem? Like the algorithm gods are just working against us? Or is it an us problem? Quite honestly, it's better when it's an us problem because then we have more control over it. Here's how we're gonna do that. The first thing that we need to do is go into our YouTube studio. You're gonna go to analytics, click over to reach here. Here's the problem with this information right here. This information only tells us on a channel overall basis, which doesn't tell us whether what we're doing right now is working or not, because there could be old videos that are influencing this decrease in impressions. So we need to separate our recent content from old content. So here's how we're going to do that. Go into advanced mode right here, or you can just hit see more. It's already going to have the reach metrics here. We want to filter it by our most recent uploads. You might do just 30 days worth of content, or you might do 90 days. Just changing the date range still gives us a channel overall. So how did our channel overall perform in the last 90 days? So we're going to scroll on over here to this filter, and we're going to do publish date, and we're going to select the videos that were published during May 6th to August 3rd only, and hit apply. Our impressions mean that there were 5,300 opportunities for people to click on this video, and 12.2% actually clicked through to watch. A 12.2% click-through rate is a pretty high click-through rate. The average is anywhere from 2 to 10%. So it's always going to be a pretty low average. To get started, just compete with yourself. If you're averaging a 3% click-through rate right now, challenge yourself to get to a 5. If you're at a 5% click-through rate right now, challenge yourself to get to a 7% click-through rate. If you are around a 10% click-through rate, that's considered high. Now, impressions and impressions click-through rate are not the magic number though. These ones are getting a small amount of impressions, a high click-through rate, but then not resulting in many views, meaning that there's more factors here to our content being seen. And that's what we'll get into next, but at least we know that there are thousands of opportunities already for somebody to click on our content. And I know that I need to improve my titles and thumbnails to get more of my content seen. Now, the second thing that we need to look into is, do people even like my videos? Now, I'm not talking about whether your mom or your friends or even your commenters say that they like your videos. I think almost every YouTuber has heard that line of family or a friend saying, I don't know why you're not YouTube famous, your videos are good. But in reality, all 3 of those people, moms, friends, commenters, might say that they like your videos, but then whenever they go to watch one of your videos, they only watch like a minute or 2 of them. That means we need to find the cold, hard facts on whether people like your videos or not. And data never lies. Let's look at that data together. We're going to click back to overview here, and we are going to scroll down and let's select one of our not so hot performing videos. Maybe this one, it's at number 10. We're going to scroll down and you're going to see this thing called the audience retention graph. What this graph is telling you is the average of how your audience behaves with this content. We can see right off the bat at the beginning, within the first 30 seconds, we're losing like 40% of our audience. There are creators that can get up to 70%, 80% past that 30-second mark. The first thing that we can take away from this audience retention graph is, hey, we need to work on our hook. We need to work on the beginning of that video and tighten that up and make it super intriguing for our audience. And then these dips all throughout means that people are actually skipping forward, meaning that the pacing of our content is not quick enough. Maybe we're not getting to the point enough, or maybe we need to add more B-roll or tell more of an entertaining story with the information that we're sharing. So we can really start to see how our audience currently behaves with our content and the areas that we need to change. So if you ever have a question of, do people like my videos, you need to come to this graph. The third thing is gonna kind of piggyback off of number 2 here, and we're gonna figure out, do people really enjoy my content? Aha, this is where your audience retention graph can actually lie to you. For example, let's say that you had 10 views on a video and 8 of those views came from your mom. Your mom adores you, so she's gonna watch that video all the way through. You know what that means? That means that 80% of your audience retention is coming from somebody that already knows you, that already likes you, and will watch anything that you put up. Now, our loyal and subscribed viewership can operate the exact same way. So, how do we find out if this is happening with our retention graphs or not? Great question. So glad you asked. Let me show you. We're gonna go back to our main channel analytics. We're gonna click right into advanced mode. We are going to put 2 metrics together. One of them is going to be the views per video, and drop down and select a different metric, a new metric, which is called average percentage viewed. There's something quite interesting whenever you put these 2 together. A lot of times what we see is stuff like this. You see this purple line where the views go up, so we're getting a boost in views, and whenever that boost in views comes, the average percentage view drops. That means that the more people that view our content, the less long they watch. We're seeing that almost all throughout here. This is where we want to work on. We don't want to get too stuck in a rut of creating the same type of videos that we always have, because maybe that worked for us in the past, when we can see it's only really working for our pool of audience and not far outside of that. So then the fourth thing that we need to look at together is, do people want to continue watching my content? The number one thing that YouTube is focused on right now is not how many people click on your video, how much watch time, blah, 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 blah. Those are all very, very important things, but YouTube is highly focused on viewer satisfaction. They actually specifically stated that they would rather people spend less time on their platform and be more satisfied with the time that they spent on it, so that those viewers come back again and again and again and again and again. They think very long term. So a clear sign of viewer satisfaction is whether viewers want to keep watching your content or not. Let's say Sally signs into YouTube and immediately she sees a video on her homepage that says how to make $1 million. Sally clicks on that video, she watches it, maybe even all the way through, because the video had some good advice. But overall, she felt that the video was kind of bland, and she didn't really connect with the creator. So maybe she goes over to the suggested videos in the sidebar, or goes back to the homepage and she looks for a different creator to watch. Or worse, she leaves YouTube. Now that is something that YouTube doesn't want. That is not a satisfied viewer. We should be creating bingeable content. Content viewers can't stop watching. That's what YouTube wants. That's what viewers want. That's what our wallets want. So we must give the people what they want. So there is one metric that can start to give us a pretty clear idea of whether our content is bingeable or not. We're still in the advanced mode in our analytics, and we're gonna pull in some new metrics. Hit this little blue plus sign right here, and we're gonna go over to the section end screens and hit end screen elements shown, and then add another metric. We're gonna do clicks per end screen element shown. And we're actually gonna keep this sorted by views. You can just put the end screen elements on here. Amount of times our end screen elements were actually shown to somebody, and then the amount of times that somebody actually clicked on those elements. If more end screen elements are being shown, that means more people are making it to the end of the video. It could just also mean that there's more viewers on our content. If we start seeing this go up and maybe views haven't significantly increased yet, that's a great sign that more viewers are getting to the end of your video, and that is early signals of content that's going to perform well. This one is averaging a 3.2% For some channels and some niches, depending on how broad the niche is, that can be a really good click-through rate. Most niches should be able to get at least a 5% click-through rate. This tells us really how bingeable our content is. Like whenever somebody comes to our video and they finish watching the video, do they want to click and watch more? Do they like us? Are they resonating with us? That's what our clicks per end screen element shown tells us. So the fifth one here is that we need to figure out, do people even like me? Do people feel personally connected to me? And do they resonate with my mission, my message, and everything in between? And I'm gonna show you my little secret hack for finding this one out, especially since one of the most common questions that we get is that I'm getting a ton of views, but there's so few people subscribing to my channel. What's wrong with my channel? Calm down, Billie Jean. Probably nothing, but maybe something. Let's look at it together. We're still in the advanced mode of the analytics, and we still have the last 90 days selected, and we're gonna go into the subscription status. 96.6% is a really good amount of non-subscribed viewers coming in for a channel of any size. So then we're gonna add a metric called subscribers gained. We're going to figure out what percentage is 151 of 21,967. Some of you may think that, whoa, 0.69, that's not even 1%, but quite honestly, a healthy subscriber conversion is anywhere from 1 to 3%, maybe 3.5% if they're like really doing something super unique and or they have a smaller niche. But usually if I see a subscriber conversion that's over that 3.5%, that's a red flag to me, because that means that we're not getting enough non-subscribed views in. But if the subscriber conversion is under 1% like this one is, then that's also a red flag to me that people are coming to this content, but they're not feeling connected to it enough to actually want to subscribe and stick around. The only other variable that we want to consider here is what your traffic sources are. If you get a lot of traffic from YouTube search like this channel is, then that can result in a lower subscriber conversion, in which case you should work on boosting your suggested videos and browse features traffic. So at this point, you're probably thinking, wow, Delana, that's great. Really good information. And thank you for saying that. But you're also probably wondering, what do I do about it? And to that I say, check out this video right here where we talk about how to make highly bingeable content. I'll see you over there.